What's up, guys? It's Zuzu from Zuzu's Globe. How's it going? Right, in today's episode, I'll be talking about my experience with Jamming Festival, actually with my negative experience of Jamming Festival organizers and customer service. Jamming Festival is a big international event that happens in Colombia normally every year, of course, apart from the pandemic. So I have arrived in Colombia in January 2020. I have bought my tickets for Jamming Festival in 2020. My friends bought those tickets even earlier on. And what happened was, I had to leave country twice, since I'm not a citizen of Colombia and the tourists always have to leave after a few months, right? The festival was postponed twice, and I came back to Colombia twice just to film and experience this festival. So you can imagine I have spent quite a lot of money on traveling back to Colombia. I have contacted customer service, I have explained my situation, I have presented photos of my tickets that I have lost, and all I was told that it is my responsibility for lost tickets and there's nothing they can do about it, and this is what their policy states, basically. Instead taking a serious responsibility for their clients. This is a big international festival, and I believe the customer service should be top notch, not just ignoring somebody, just telling them, send an email, we look into your issue, and nothing actually happens. So let me show you guys how I was treated. So let's have a look at the responses that I was recently given from the customer service, right? So here we go. That comes from they have two different numbers. That comes from number 85, right? Okie dokie. So here we see automated responses all the way through. I requested to speak to an actual person. I explain my situation here that I've lost my tickets. I provide photos of my tickets, photos with my tickets as well. Okay, again, they just tell me, I'm responsible for the lost tickets, and that's it. Of course, I tell them that's not the right way to deal with your customers, and that's very incompetent. Again, they just put me back on the automated services. I have to copy and paste the same message, like millions of times, basically. They just tell me, again, that I should just send an email. I do send an email. Nothing gets done. Obviously, I'm trying further and further. And they dare to send me little hearts, although, they don't fix my problem. Okay, here I go and contact the customer service on a different number. This is a number that ends with 41. Again, automated responses. I explain my situation. I've lost my tickets. I show them the photos to prove it. I request to talk to someone. I also say, how come they cannot issue electronic tickets? So this is 21st century. Again, they tell me to send an email. I do explain that I already sent an email, and the response was rather negative, right? So again, they answer to me every 12 hours maybe, and they just keep saying to send an email. Again, they tell me about once again today, they tell me about the tickets. That's my responsibility. I do point out that it actually says on their website, in their policy, that they can reprint. Again, today they tell me, send an email, and the response will be in 15 days. Funny enough, the festival is in 5 days. Okay, so again, I'm being ignored. So let's have a look when I go and contact the agency that organizes this event. Okay, so that's my third attempt to get my ticket sorted, basically. So I've contacted directly the agency, and ironically, the agency is called Buenavibraeventos, which means good vibes. I did ask to speak to the actual organizer called Alejandro Casages, and let me just show you. Here we have Alejandro talking about the festival and so on. So Alejandro, thank you very much for your great customer service. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so I did ask to speak to him. They asked me what's the problem. Again, I explained my situation, that I'm a foreigner, I'm a YouTuber, I left twice the country. Of course, it could happen. I've lost the tickets, but I could prove that, I did buy those tickets. Again, if you zoom it in, you can see the numbers of the tickets as well. They tell me they will help me if I send an email. I did send an email. Blah, blah, blah. 24 hours. Again, I remind them that it shows in their policy that they can reprint the tickets. So I did send an email. And, of course, the response was that it's my responsibility, and it says in their terms and conditions. Again, I sent another email that I would like to take a further legal action. And so that's the queue in Casa Babylon, 2 floors, right? Unbelievable. I went to Casa Babylon to actually try to sort out my situation. A massive queue, over an hour wait. There was one guy called Samuel who claimed to be half American, half Colombian, and told me he will be able to help me out. So he told me after an hour of wait there, he took my details, that within 20 minutes he will be able to get me my tickets, either paper ones or electronic ones. After 20 minutes, he told me he will do it tomorrow morning. And of course, that wasn't done. We have communicated on WhatsApp. Okay. And here we have Samuel promising to fix my stuff by tomorrow. He told me, gave me a big talk about, changing the service for a much better one than before. He told me that they didn't have a system in place 2 years ago when I bought the tickets and so on. But basically what happened was, at the end, when I communicated with him and I said, look, dude, I need to plan my week. I need to know what's going on. You guys seriously taking the piss now. And I did say that I would like to take this case further. And guess what he has sent me? What message he sent me after giving me this big talk? So here's my conversation with Samuel, who promised to sort my tickets. Of course, he didn't. In fact, he frightened me that he would ban me from festival for my attitude. And what's my attitude? My attitude is simply trying to exercise my rights and get a customer service. The customer service is equivalent to the caliber of this festival, which is, a festival where you have big stars such as Damian Marley, Kaimani Marley, Black Eyed Peas, Sean Paul, Shaggy. So once again, thanks to the organizers for including me in this festival. And here's the quote from the organizer, Alejandro, where he says this festival is for everyone. And thank you for spreading the message of one love. That's definitely one love here. And thank you to Buenavibra agency, who's organizing this festival, for amazing vibes.